You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of truck.
Well, it's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Gibson to start the drive.
And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Powell, that's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Second down, Howell back to pass.
Flush to his right.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread. bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Washington going to send out their punter.
As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 13-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Back to throw. Jones. And a loose football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
A handoff running left is Gibson.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Giants will take over here just shy of the 30.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
They begin with a run by Barkley. They find some open field here. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Giants! First quarter touchdown run. Remember this coming on the heels of his NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance that was so great last week.
Did you feel the rumble all the way up here?
Well, the big bodies up front.
Big bodies moving people, and him, of course, charging through those great holes that were created.
Off to a great start here. Maybe looking for award number 2, adding to the award that he won last week in the NFC. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
To throw again on second down.
Powell slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Powell throwing on third down here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, of that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They'll go play action. Powell. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. On first down, Howell slings this deep from McLaurin. And this throw will be intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And the Giants are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A first down carry for Barkley. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
It'll be a 9-yard gain that time, but it'll also be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after one. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll run it again with Barkley. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This is Shepard on the catch. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Jones and Shepard with a connection there for a Giants first down. The Giants had 3 and 8 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's complete to Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley.
Yeah, boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again.
3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Saquon Barkley running right, and he is going to lose yardage here.
But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Again, it's Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Jones now throwing on fourth down. Outright, he finds Tolbert. And he is going to have the Giants first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said, Out
there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. First down, Howell to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Howell toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And, Charles, you look at this defense. They were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. And then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And once again, the Commander defense stout against the run game. They drop him for a second straight play.
2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Here's Jones, throwing on 3rd and long. He finds his man, complete. That's Shepard. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. A handoff to Barkley, and he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Running left, it's Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. He's has given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's open. His defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Saquon Barkley. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Get out the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Now Howell.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a 1st down.
They go play action with Howell.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Now Saquon Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Now it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
159 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Looking to throw. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted.
picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Now, with a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Howell, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
They'll run with Barkley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On the run, it's Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Throwing, Jones. Steps away to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On 4th down, Jones forced out to his left. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty.
And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
And the tackle there by Micah McFadden.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Howell throwing on 1st down here.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Barkley again.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Giants are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 18 now. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Out of the gun, it's Howell.
And now here is another interception.
Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll go to Barkley again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now Jones.
He's got it complete to Tolbert. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here, maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery, a new city, maybe different motivation, but they believe they've got a good one.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
There's Jamin Davis, the former Kentucky Wildcat. bringing the pressure that time. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
This is fielded at the 27. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing here, Howell.
Slings this deep from McLaurin.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
2nd and 10, Howell.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line.
Howell looking to throw again. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Howell.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts
as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Second and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring. A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
They'll run with Gibson. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
yeah,
you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Giants, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birth most of change in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiled boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back.